So, okay, so I think we are live in our Facebook group. I'm going to do a quick refresh over here on my other screen. You know, technology is really freaking awesome. You know that? I mean, I've got like 3 screens going in here. I'm able to broadcast live. What did we ever do before the internet is what I want to know. Oh, this is really awesome because now this is trying to reconnect. Yay! For those of you catching us live on YouTube, woohoo! Yeah, oh, and I'm on the wrong page anyways. Okay, so okay, so I think we are back in in the Facebook group, so that's awesome. So given a minute or two, maybe less, I don't know, to let people come on live to the broadcast, that kind of thing. So for those of you who are catching this in the replay or as you're coming on, I am here with Rebecca Council. She is. I just saw this and was reminded that you were named one of the top 25. This is cool, and people need to know this.
Okay.
That they really are just doing the whole validation of no, this really is an expert in the group here. Okay. Rebecca was named one of the top 25 social media influencers of Houston 2 years in a row, so 2013 and 2014. So if there's anybody in this group,
and I'm in the top 30 for 2016.
Woo! Why did they expand the group to 5 more? That's just ridiculous.
to fit me in it.
Well, that was a brilliant idea. Whoever thought of that was absolutely.
So the last time they included bloggers, which before they had never included bloggers. So they included bloggers so that they had to extend the list a little more to get me in it.
You're funny. Okay, so I know that. Okay, so guys, as you pop on here to the live, make sure that you are asking Rebecca your questions about Facebook. So hopefully you've seen the training that she did over in the membership community in the training center. If you didn't, it is called Figuring Out Facebook, and I should probably go ahead and make myself maybe a little bit bigger since I'm the one who's talking right now. Or not. And so I'm sorry, guys. I am still trying to figure this stuff out. Isn't that just crazy? There we go. There I am. Okay, so the training that she did for February for this month is called Figuring Out Facebook. And what she did is she went through and showed everybody, she took you through the basics of setting up a Facebook page. But even if you've got your Facebook page set up for your business, it's still a great practice to go through and see where you should be tweaking, that kind of thing. So if you haven't seen the training yet, be sure to go and check it out. I know whether you've seen the training or not, though, you're going to have probably tons of questions for Rebecca about Facebook. I know that I told her, I said I was going back and looking at my page, and I've got like a ton of questions. So just if you've got your questions, go ahead and pop them into the comment section of this post, whether you're catching it live or if you are catching it on the replay, because either way, Rebecca will be able to see what the questions are. We'll make sure that she gets them answered. So I'm going to go ahead and get you your beautiful face up there now. And I know somebody's, Rebecca's watching. I was like, hey, yay, somebody's watching. Oh, it's Rebecca. Sorry,
I put it up so the if questions popped in, I could see them.
Okay. So, anyways, so Rebecca, and I'm going to go and look at my, page over here, because there was a question that I had about fan pages, and it was some stuff that I had seen off to the side, and kind of like, I think it was in like the insights, there was this thing where there's like about sounds, and it's either in insights or in publishing tools. So I was just kind of wondering what that was all about.
So, you know how people go live on their pages and then they always end up saying, I don't own the rights to this.
Yes.
So, what Facebook decided to do with the videos and the lives is that you can choose from their music on things that you wanted to have on your page so that you wouldn't have to keep saying that. So, if you choose one of those music backgrounds, you don't have to say you don't own the rights because Facebook knows you don't own the rights because it's their collection, which is really cool because that way you can have
it does make
sense. Yeah.
It does. And then there was also, now I'm seeing something else. Holy moly. So then branded content was the other thing. And I said, I saw it and I was like, I don't even know what that is. And I'm just going to ask Rebecca later. So, because it said post review and then your post under branded content. So I was wondering what that was.
So you can choose different types of content. Like Facebook has this thing where you can, if you want to put stuff up for somebody else to review it before it goes out, then that's where it goes. So like if I was creating a draft of some content and you wanted to view it before it went out, I would put it there. I'm not scheduling it and I'm not saving it to a draft, but it's my branded content and I'm putting it there so that if it needs to be reviewed before it goes out, then we can do that and we don't have to worry about whether it accidentally got scheduled or whatever. So if you have a lot of like editors working on your content, that's a really good thing to do.
Gotcha. That's what I was going to say. It's like, okay, so if you've got like team members or you've got somebody who is, okay, I gotcha. Now that makes sense. All right. And I apologize because I am going through and like getting into the leadership to see if there's any questions posted, that kind of thing. Okay. And then,
hi, Nancy.
I know Nancy's here. Yay. So like, and again, I'm just for you guys who are wondering, who are watching and wondering about, I'm on my fan page and then I'm under publishing tools. So if you're like later on trying to figure out where this is under publishing tools and it's on the left-hand side on the menu. Okay. So then the next thing was under events. There's published events and then there's archived events. And so I'm wondering what's the difference between the two, and when I would published events, I imagine it's just like, oh, events. Sorry. I don't know why I was reading it. I was thinking it was posts. Because I was like, why would I want to archive posts? Okay, but again, so
if you have posts that didn't do okay, so think about Instagram. With Instagram you can archive your posts. So if that was posts instead of events, I mean, you can look at it the same way. If you have events or posts that aren't doing so well and you don't want them to be seen, you can archive them. You're not deleting them. You're just archiving them. Like you're taking them out of public view, but they're still there. They're not in draft because they've already happened. So therefore you can have like some events that I've done in the past, maybe something that I've had to cancel and I didn't want it to be out there for other people to see, or it was a closed event, then I would archive it so that if I wanted to use it later, I would have it still for reference, but it's not something public that everybody can see.
Gotcha. Okay. Let me take a look and see. I'm going to look and see if anybody's on and asking any questions or anything like that. So Nancy, if you've got any questions, go ahead and pop it in the comment section there about Facebook. And then, so the last thing that was down there on the bottom, it says Canvas. And so I'm like, what is that have to do with ads, or what is a Canvas?
Canvas is something that they started a while back with ads. And so it's an ad tool, kind of like their Power Editor. And if you've never used the Power Editor, then it's just something that it's kind of hard to explain. It's something that's more broader than Power Editor for ads.
Okay. So in other words, I'm going to leave that to somebody else.
Yeah. So if you have never used, like, it would be hard for me to explain Power Editor unless we were going through it step by step.
Gotcha. Gotcha. So that makes sense. So that sounds like, yeah, something that I would go ahead and just leave that for another day.
Yeah.
Okay. What are some other?
Yes.
Okay.
So Nancy said, would it be a good idea to archive an event and use it as a template later, or should you start over? You can definitely do that. That is one good way to keep past events. If you have something that you want to duplicate, you can definitely archive an event and then keep it for later. That's the perfect thing to do for an archive. That way you have published events that you've done in the past that you just don't want other people to see. Perfect. So like an event that Christina and I did maybe like a year ago, if I wanted to do it again, I would archive it because it would be so far down. There's no sense in leaving it public. I would archive it because maybe there's text in there that I would want to reuse.
Because I know that I know in the past, that's a great question, because I know that in the past, something that I've done, I don't know if they still have the ability to do it or not, but to replicate an event or
right.
copy it. Yeah, I mean, it's like a repetitive.
Yeah, and it's easier to do that than having to type it all back in again. If you can just recreate it, duplicate it, I think is what they use.
Okay, so here's the next, because this is all, everybody's all a buzz about it. You know, Facebook's changed their algorithm now.
They really haven't.
Huh?
They really haven't changed it. They've just formatted it differently. So what they're doing is, and I heard a really good podcast about it this morning. What they're doing is they're making it so that you have to engage with your fans. Because if you're not engaging with your fans, you're really just kind of talking at them and not with them. And people like to be talked with and not at. So what they're trying to get people to do is to engage more, create better content so that your stuff gets seen. So say you have a post and you have everybody talking to your page about it, and you don't ever go back to your page to talk about it with them. So with the formula that they have, that post, no matter how many times they're talking about it, it drops down because you're not actively engaging. So people who are actively engaging with people who comment on their content are ranking higher. And so what they're trying to do is to show you that they're trying to keep you connected with things that you care about, because that's Facebook's motto. They want to connect the world with things that you care about. And so they're actually reformatting the post so that they can actually tell that people are connecting with brands that they care about, and brands are connecting with people who they care about, which are their fans.
Okay, so devil's advocate here, and I realize that you're not Facebook. So, but here's the deal: is that I can't interact with brands that I do care about if Facebook has decided that I don't care about them and don't show them to me in my feed. So how do I then, as a business or as a brand, like as Nerdy Girl Success, how do I get it? So in other words, then I have to pay in order to get it in front of people. Is that, because that's what the whole thing is now, is that I'm not showing up in fans' news feeds anymore. So now I have to pay to get into the news feed so that way they interact with it. That
you don't pay to get in everybody's news feed.
Right. Absolutely don't have to get into everybody's news feed.
So keep that in your mind, that even though you run a paid ad, you're not going to get into everybody's news feeds, because again, they pick and choose.
Correct.
So what I'm hearing people do is they're recommending live video. Facebook loves live video. And so the more times you go live, the higher it raises you in the probability of you being shown to more of your fans.
And so then doing the live video, then you're saying then, so doing the live video just in and of itself helps get you into fans' news feeds?
Yes. Now, let's take your page, because you're very active on your page. And you have a really good tribe that loves you. And I've gone back and seen the replays of, like, whenever you start off your live videos for like 5 minutes, you're like, hi, 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 hi. And I'm like, okay, she said hi. Okay. Oh, more people are coming in. Okay. She's got to say hi some more. So your people come when you go live, which is amazing. Okay. So what it's going to help you do is, if you share you're fixing to go live with your community before you go live, which I've seen you do a couple of times. You plan to go live at this time. And so one of the things that you can do is also share it to your profile. Because the more that you have people interacting with your stuff, the higher you're going to be seen in the content hierarchy.
Okay.
So
I gotcha.
So if you really want to connect with your fans, give them more content that they want. So if you know that your people are drawn to you, drawn to you, is that a word?
I know. I'm sitting there like, what's the right word there? Driven?
If they're driven to you, if they're drawn to you.
Ah, there we go. That's the word.
Yeah. So if they're drawn to you and you do a live, you're going to get more people coming. And so even after you finish your live, if you share it to your profile or to your page and say, I did this live, or even tweet it out, this is the live that I did, come back and interact. Because it will show you who commented during the live and who didn't comment during the live, because it has the little dots.
That's true. That's true.
So
Nancy said, especially if you're a B2B business. Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely.
Never gone live. Yes. If you've never gone live, if you go live, it's a magical thing. It really is. It's kind of like you don't really. I always tell people, when you go live for the first time, it's like a nervous, eye-opening experience all at one time. Because you get this amazing rush that's like, oh my God, I'm live. I don't know what I'm talking about. And so then stuff just starts coming out. And that's when you really connect with your people, because they see you for all of your realness and all of your vulnerability.
And sometimes you get somebody who texts you and says, hey, can I give you some feedback? Hey, did you know you said 45 times? Get those. But the deal is that, and I even shared this quote out, I don't remember where I did it, trying to do more videos, but I had it, that plays back in my head anytime somebody gives criticism or whatever. And he said, because we were our mascot was the Bulldogs. And so he was like, look, if there are people barking at you, that means that you are up front leading. So as long as you got people barking at you. So that's why when she said that to me, I was just like, all right, I'm out front leading. I'm out front leading.
Yep. And for all of you people watching, if you really want a really good live person to watch Christina when she goes live. It's amazing.
Watch who?
You.
Me? Oh, dear God in heaven, don't watch.
She is so herself.
That's a job.
And not when she's doing her show, but when she just sits in her chair with her backdrop and she just goes live, it's like for the first 10 minutes, it's like a welcome party. It's amazing. And then it's amazing.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I do.
A lot of times when you go live, I'm driving, so I can't interact because that wouldn't be cool.
Please do not do that while you're driving. Don't do that.
I would be in so much trouble.
Amen.
So,
Amen. So what did Nancy say? She's giving high fives. Yay. I love Nancy.
yay.
She's awesome. By the way, if you haven't met Nancy, you really need to meet Nancy because she's super
Is
amazing.
she in Houston?
She is in Houston. She's actually in the Katy area. Nancy has her own company. It's called, oh, I'm going to get it wrong, Savino CompTech. I think I usually want to like do tech comp, but CompTech. So she does, she and her husband have a company. They do IT for businesses.
Really?
IT support and everything. Yeah, she's super amazing. Super wicked smart. Wicked smart. I like to hang around with people who are wicked smart. So.
Why do you hang around with me?
Oh, hello, because I'm getting ready to say, I'm like, so that's the reason, hello, I'm doing a live here with you, so hello. I only hang out with wicked smart people, so.
Me too.
Makes me feel smarter. Okay, so.
Well, you know, they say that you're only as smart as the smartest 5 people in the room.
Well, some people need to drop me like a hot potato. No,
hanging out with you makes us smarter. You are a nerdy girl.
Okay, so other questions about Facebook. So we talked about the algorithm. We talked about some of those things in the back end of Facebook to do on live videos, which, by the way, I think I'm going to do a training video. I decided I'm going to put it in the training center on the website, or I'm just going to do it here with everybody live in the community. Is teaching you guys the pieces of equipment that you need and how to use them. So that way you can use your smartphone and look decent and professional when you go live on your Facebook page and that kind of stuff. So, because it's ridiculously easy to do as far as the pieces of equipment, what you need. Literally, they are not expensive. It's not hard to do, and just people need to be doing more live videos. So,
That's true.
So Nancy asked a question. She said, oh, and this is good. She says, what are the best metrics you should be looking for when placing ads on Facebook? Nice.
Depends what your goal is. So,
okay.
Depends on what your goal is for your ad is the metrics you should be looking at. So, before you place your ad, you need to know what your end goal is. Are you looking for brand awareness? Are you looking for lead capturing? Are you looking to make a sale? Are you looking for traffic back to your website? Whatever that goal is, you need to decide how much of that is going to make it or break it for you. So if you're sending people back to your website from Facebook, probably 1 to 2% is a good conversion rate. Now, I'm not talking about the first time you place an ad. I'm talking because the first few times you place an ad, you're going to get frustrated because you're not going to be getting the results that you want. So make sure you keep that in mind because you have to really know what type of text works for you. And so you have to do some split testing. You have to do some testing and then retesting. I always tell people run an ad 5 times before you really figure out what's a good metric for you. Because if you don't, you're running a baseline and you're trying to get a conversion rate from nothing. So you need to make sure that you know what your end goal is.
All right, so let me ask you this. Because again, you see all of those crazy, well, no, they're not crazy, but you see all of those articles and stuff like that about, the best this, the top best 5 things to do for, and then fill in the blank. So like one of the things that I had seen, like when you are creating your ads, the kinds of pictures to have, they actually suggested like, those pictures that respond best are those actually with women who are smiling.
Yes.
Those are those kind of things. So like, what do we look for? Like when we're creating our ad graphic, like what kind of imagery should, because I've seen some that are like amazing. And then there are others where I'm just like, you paid somebody to make that. So like what are you trying to like aim for with your imagery?
So you want to make sure that you choose something that is related to the product that you're selling or the end result of what you want. So having a face on there like this,
like I'm sitting right now,
is not going to make people want to click on your ad.
Yeah.
Because whatever the image is and the text associated with that is going to invoke those emotions. People buy because they're emotional about it. And so if you're not invoking those emotions on people, they're not going to want to click on your ad. So you want something that is happy, something that is colorful, and always look at the colors and what they mean. Like for me, orange is my favorite color. Like orange is like the color for me. And before I even knew what orange was, and orange is for creativity, it's for happiness. And so orange is a color that I always incorporate into everything. So you want to make sure that you understand what the colors are and why you have those colors in your ad. So you want some, bright colors. You want smiling, happy faces. You want lots of face forward and not like side profiles. If you are selling shoes, you want pictures of people that are smiling, that are happy wearing your shoes. So you have to get them in the sitting position, or you have to get them standing in a way that shows that they're happy. So, Converse does a lot of like from the knee down type of shots, but they do them so that they're colorful and you want to be in those shoes. I want to be in those shoes.
I think that's why I wear the shoes.
Me too. And so you want to make sure that your images are the end result of what you want people to feel after they buy your product.
All right, Nancy said here, she said, the ones without words work the best. She said, but I love the quote ones. Yeah.
Yeah, you can only have 20% of your image covered with text. The more text you have, the less your ad is going to perform. So try to keep as much text out of the ad image itself and keep it inside of the text part of the ad.
What about
good point, Nancy? Good point.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I just said good point.
So what about, because you've seen, I've seen the ads where there's like multiple images in it, so you can scroll through it. So are those better, like as someone scrolls through the images, is that seen as interaction? So then it's more likely that your ad will get placed up somewhere, or no? Okay.
No, those are carousel ads, and it's an option that you can choose when you're doing it. If you're not trying to sell or show multiple things, don't use the carousel. If it's the same ad, if it's the same image over and over and over, you're going to get screwed. So if you're doing like a speaker series, definitely use the carousel because you can put all your speakers in there and they can scroll through. If you have a planner, a sidekick, a journal, that type of thing, definitely use the carousel because you can have them scroll through. If you're doing like a makeup line and you want people to do like the brows, the eyeshadow, and the mascara, right? All that yeah. Then that would be a good carousel item. I don't wear makeup. I don't know.
Whatever that stuff is that goes around here.
Right? This part of your face right here. Yeah. So, I mean, I even learned, so Catherine likes to watch What Not to Wear. And I even learned that there's like eye lightening makeup where you put it like right here and it like brightens up your face. Yeah, I had no idea. So, that type of stuff would be good for a carousel. So,
exactly.
Yeah.
That's why you learned it.
That's right. Just so that I could say it in this particular comment right here.
You're welcome. You're welcome for that availability there. Okay, I know that we've been on about half an hour, and so I don't want to take any more of your time. Plus, I do have a couple of cats who are literally beating down the door that I hope nobody else can hear.
Can't hear them at all.
Oh, thank goodness, because they've been locked out. of the room, and so they are literally beating down the door. But anyways, so if you are catching this on the replay, please be sure to put your questions down there in the comments here in the Facebook group. If you happen to be catching this replay, because this is actually being broadcast via the YouTube channel, we're trying something a little new this month. And so if you're watching it there, again, putting your questions in the comment section below the video, we will make sure that Rebecca gets your questions answered about Facebook. So you guys have,
one more thing.
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a post and you want to boost it, pick a post that did very well. Don't pick a post that bombed out whenever it was just posted, because you want a good selling post to boost. So pick one that had good interactions, pick one that had a good reach. Yeah. I was going to say that and I totally forgot.
That's okay, but that makes sense. That makes absolute sense. All right, so everyone, we will be seeing you around in the group. Cindy's live is on Friday, and then next Monday is Viviana's. So you guys have a great rest of your day. Make sure you're watching those videos, and we will see you here in the community. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Finish that, and then I'm going to stop broadcasting, and then I have a stop broadcasting. So just an FYI, Robbie Wiggle over in YouTube asked, "Did you see the movie Moana?" I almost commented back, WTF.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. I was like,
awesome.
what? Okay. Granted, then that probably I'm like, note to self, fix the title of the thing, because it literally does just say live Q&A with Rebecca Council, and I'm like, okay, so I probably should put a better title.
He asked a question. He's expecting an answer.
This is true. And my thing at the top was like, ask Rebecca your question. So I'm like,
you could be like, I don't know. She didn't answer if she said she saw it or not.
I almost asked you during the live, and then I thought, no, I've already like had a couple of squirrels at the beginning of this thing. I'm like totally off the rails here. I was just like, I almost, and then I went, no.
That's awesome.
WTF.
That is totally awesome.
WTF. Yeah. Okay, so question I had for you is, again, so the conference, what's the date of the conference again?
March 24th.
I thought, all right.
The summit?
Okay, I had down on my calendar, and then I just, for some reason, was like, I don't know if that's right or not. So I don't know why I had April, and I think I had April because there's another girls' conference in April. So,
there is, and I'm slated to speak at that conference.
which one? The one at Ollie?
The Girls STEM conference?
That's the one at Ollie, and that's the one where I got stuff. That chick or whatever she sent, and I'm pretty sure that that's who I got stuff from. I went and clicked on the link in the email. Responses are closed.
What? She just sent it out. I was going to do my thing tonight.
Well,
let me look. Because if so, I'm gonna send her a message back and be like, "Hey, lady."
I did too, because I was like, "Hey, just kidding. I wanted to." And she
didn't send it out until like 4 or something.
I know. Well, she said she was going to go out Monday morning.
And it never did.
It came from, it came from somebody else. It came from Samika Leaston. Yeah. So like that was not the lady who I thought was the name of the person. I thought it was Monique or something like that had posted the thing. Something that started with an M, I thought. But yeah, I click on that link, and it pops up a little box. And I was going to, so here's, again, I was going to turn this around to the monitor where I see you, so that way you could see what was on. And I'm like, that's not going to work. Can I screen share with you? Here we go. I can screen share with you if I can get my cursor over on that side. Maybe I can. I know that I can somewhere. Okay, I don't care. It just says that responses no longer. That doesn't even make any sense. The form 2018 ALEAF Conference for Girls and Boys and STEM Presenter Informational Response is no longer accepting responses. It's like even that sentence doesn't even make sense. But yeah, so there's nothing to click on or anything like that.
Yep, I'm gonna message her and be like, hey.
Yeah, message her because I mean I replied to this person, so I don't know. You know, I have no idea. Blind CC, so it like she sent this out to everybody at the same time. I got it at 2:24. You said you got it at 4?
I got it at I got it at 2:24. I opened it at 4.
Okay.
I'm gonna message her right now.
Yeah. So if you email her too, because it's kind of like, yeah, it's like, hello. You already have. So I'm like, are you only looking for? So here's the next thing. It's like, let me check those other links. So I'm like, are you only looking for vendors or sponsors? Like, I wonder if I click on. Yeah, shocker. The sponsorship form is still open and able to be filled in. And same thing for
the volunteers too.
Mm-hmm. So vendor probably still. Wow, they're not collecting any fees for vendors. Interesting.
What?
Yeah, it says right here. It says if you are looking to find a vendor,
no fee.
Yeah, I'm like, what? You're crazy.
That is crazy. Who would not accept a vendor fee?
Right? Come on, man. So yeah, so I guess maybe they're done with speakers then, I guess.
Well, that's not cool.
I know. I'm bummed out because I'm kind of like, come on, man. I would love to. I'd love to go and present to the girls.
Yeah, me too.
So, especially since they're teen, because the only other one that I've been asked to do for April, it's in ALEAF. It's what is it, Cummings Elementary School. They have theirs the weekend before.
Really?
Yeah, theirs is April 7th. I don't know if you're interested in that. I can send you the application for that. You do two 30-minute, one in the morning and one in the afternoon.
That's not bad.
Sessions. Yeah, I was gonna say it was quick and because dude, they're elementary school kids. They got no attention span whatsoever. So yeah, it's get the pants off me. By the afternoon, they just literally were just like, and again, I mean, because again, they're elementary school. It's a Saturday. I totally get it.
Yeah.
But they were a lot of fun. But it's a big, and you'll get a bigger, and it's kind of distracting. I mean, she does it at her campus. So this year is the 3rd year that she's doing that one. She does it around different themes and that kind of stuff. And like I was in the middle of the library, and so like everybody's like walking by, kids are lost and that kind of stuff. Or whatever. So we're trying to do our presentation in the middle of the library. That's all open to the hallways and stuff. So it's a little distracting, but it was good. I can send you the information. I know that she'd love to have somebody. What's the let me get the hold on a second here.
So I have to tell you this real quick while you're looking that up. So Catherine the other day called Trump a dumpy. She called him Dumpy Trumpy.
That is much nicer than what Styles calls him. Because I even told Michael, I was like, all right, look, I'm going live in a little bit, so if you could not cuss at Trump on the TV, wow, that'd be awesome. So, yeah.
He said, oops, thanks. I just clicked on the button. So she apparently didn't know.
Huh?
The lady for the ALEAF thing?
Oh, she just responded?
Yeah, she said, oops, thanks. I just clicked on the button.
Oh, okay. Oh, you did Facebook Messenger. I just replied to the
Yeah. No, Facebook Messenger is always better for me. Oh, there we go. It's open now.
Is it open now?
Yes.
Did I hit refresh? Yay! I have no idea what I'm going to talk about.
I don't either. I was like, now that it's open.
That's open. I haven't got a clue. Well, I didn't know what all information they needed. That's why I was like, okay, I've got some ideas, but it's like, strand of focus would be, okay, so I would probably do entrepreneurship.
I would probably do being safe on social media.
So, but then so is that like the future of technology?
Yeah.
Because it wants to know the strand focus, yeah. So.
Yeah. Because in the thing, she was looking for somebody to do social media. And so.
Yeah. Let's see here. I'm going to. I had to get in MailChimp. I'm like, that's the fastest place for me to find it because it's going out to my one networking group. This is part of our outreach as we go and help out with doing this event. So let me see here.
Her response is spelt wrong, and it's making me aggravated.
There's things.
In the title, it's informational response.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, so here we go. So this is the stuff from just to see if you're interested. So it's Saturday, April 7th from 9 to 1:30. So it's only like half a day. And it's going to be like 3rd through 8th grade. No, it's not 3rd through 8th grade. 3rd grade through 5th grade, 5th or 6th. I was thinking 8 years old. Applications are due by March 2nd. Topic for the breakout sessions is mapping your future. So mapping your future may cover areas such as finance, steps to becoming an entrepreneur, managing money, what's needed to attend college, personal development like attitude, self-identification, emotional intelligence, that kind of thing. So I don't know if that's anything that you're interested in, but if you are, I can send that on to you.
That would be cool. Please send.
Gotcha. It may have up to 40 attendees. Yeah. Sorry. I'm like 40, just like little munchkins, just literally scare the pants off me.
You'll have like 50 or so at your summit next month.
Say that one more time.
You'll have like 50 at the breakout next month.
That's fine with me, but they're going to be like teens, right?
Yeah.
Teens is preteens.
Yeah.
I can deal with that.
Be some 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and 12th.
To that age group, I can totally deal with.
Okay.
It's like 3rd graders that scare the pants off me.
Gotcha.
I can't. I just don't even know I don't even know what to say to you. I have no idea. Gotcha. One-on-one, totally good. The more that are in the group, the more afraid I get. They're over because and part of it is because they are like little germy beings who are so sweet and like just want to love on you and I'm like, oh my God, you've got so much snot dripping out of your nose. You need to go back. I can't. That's why I can't handle elementary school kids. I just can't. I can't.
Just wait till you and Mike have kids.
Oh, that's not happening. We were even talking about I'm not little babies. You see like the videos of like, the viral videos of the dad who's like changing the diapers and he's like, oh, I'm like, that is so me. And I have this phobia. I don't think I've ever shared this with you. I have this fear. Like people on general don't like to throw up for a variety of reasons. I don't want to throw up because I'm convinced that if I throw up, my teeth are going to fall out of my mouth. You laugh.
Wow. That's a hard vomit.
That's a real fear of mine. That especially like my front teeth are just, going to fly out of my mouth when I throw up.
You don't have false teeth, do you?
No. Which is another reason why I don't want to. Are you kidding me? If I had false teeth, it wouldn't be a fear because I could take them out, sit them over here, and I wouldn't have to worry about anything. No, I'm like, I will. I am absolutely. Oh, the other day I was so sick. I was so sick the other day, and I'm like literally like, I'm not gonna throw. I'm not gonna throw. Just you're not going to throw. Cannot lose your teeth. I'm like,
Oh, that's funny stuff.
yeah, I have a massive fear of that. So that's why I'm like, I just can't. So anyway, sorry, that's not what we were talking about the other day. Just talking about like, like adopting a kid, but like adopting probably not somebody who's in elementary school.
Gotcha.
Somebody who's older, that kind of thing. I'm trying to find this. I'll find it and I'll forward it to you.
Okay.
Just do a search. Faye Simmons. There we go. Yep. There we go. I can forward it to you. Oh, that's from last year. That will not work. She sent one this year. There it is. Right. I'll just do this, right? Because this is all that. There we go. All right. Well, I know that you want to go.
Yeah, I gotta wait for Catherine to get out of class.
Well, that's true. All right, well, I'm going to take out crap that you don't care about. So, like, what are the tests? That was the one thing that I was wondering. I was like, what are the tests that they were doing on your legs?
So what they did yesterday is they did a venous ultrasound.
Yeah.
So they take the ultrasound thing and they rub it really hard on your leg to get down to the veins so that they can like see the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And when she got to the point that it already hurts, I wanted to smack her. I wanted to smack her so hard because she was pushing on what already was hurting. So they still can't find anything. I'll find out from this test from my doctor in a couple of days to see if they found out anything. But yeah, I don't have any hope that they found anything.
Dude, my mom, she's got nerve pain and stuff like that. Like some nerve pain they know comes from her back because she had the scoliosis in her back. And so they know that like some of the leg pain that she was having came from just like the pinching of the nerve like that or whatever. She's got other leg pain. And I don't know if you get this, but she gets just horrific cramps in her legs.
I have restless legs, so I don't get cramps, but I have like needles.
Mm-hmm.
But this is not like that. This is like it feels like that there's like a wooden stake that's being ripped through my skin.
Wow.
Like it burns, it hurts, it feels like it's coming from the inside out.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like last night when we went to bed, I think I just had enough of the pain. I started crying.
No.
I was like, I can't do this. I can't do this.
There has to be some. And then you wonder why there's like an opioid crisis.
Mm-hmm.
There's got to be something.
Yeah, and if they don't find it soon, I swear to God, I'm going to tell them just chop off from above the knee down. I'll be good.
Well, that won't necessarily, I think, work. And here's why. Because you've heard of the whole, like, phantom leg pain. So wouldn't it suck ass if it chopped off your leg and then you still have that phantom nerve pain?
Because it's below, but it's below my leg.
No, like I'm pretty sure if you talk to amputees, that they still feel like their leg is there and they still feel the pain and everything like that.
Don't say that.
That would suck.
Don't say that.
I know you are, but still. Hey, what's your email address? Do I have it?
Yeah, you have it.
Oh, there it is. There we go.
Too lazy to tell it to you. You have it.
You got it. Just making sure. Okay, so it's coming from the info at Nerdy Girl Supplies.
Okay.
All right, I just forwarded it to you. What's it
All
say?
Right, well, she's out of class.
Is that a class? All right, I'm letting you go. It says it's forward A-Leaf ISD Girls Conference. So
I got it.
Yay!
On my watch.
God, I want an Apple Watch so bad.
I love it.
It'll happen one of these days.
Yep. Okay, I gotta go.
All right, go. See you later. Bye.
Thanks.
I can't even figure out how to get out of here, so
I'll leave. That'll help.
that'll help. All right, I'll talk to you later.
Bye.